Our next difference maker makes it her personal mission to serve the young ladies here at Coretta Scott King Young Women's Leadership Academy, known to some as CSKYWLA. She is so passionate about her work, she makes it a daily priority to see to it that her students become productive citizens in our society. As an instructor in the Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps, this doctoral recipient has nearly all the tools she needs to meet her daily goals. In my sit-down interview, you'll see that she clearly meets her mission and does not stop in the classroom. Quoting motivational speaker Les Brown, she states, "Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land amongst the stars." Let's go ahead and meet difference maker, First Sergeant Mona Venning.
Left, right.
Basically, I joined the military when I was 17 years old. And while I was in the military, I did not want to be an officer because I wanted to be enlisted so that I can be a drill sergeant. So I was a drill sergeant, and as a drill sergeant, I worked with young people, 17 and 18, just joining the military. I've done that. I went through the ranks. I became a first sergeant. While I was a first sergeant, I deployed to Iraq, Afghanistan, and after I got back from Afghanistan, I was basically at my 20-year mark. And I decided that, I was going to retire because I have 2 children and my husband is also in the military, so we do military. And I wanted to spend some more time with my children, so I decided that I would retire. But even though I retired, I still wanted to work with young people. So I went to college. While I was in the military, I went as far as my education specialist degree. And while I was just getting out, I got my doctorate in education leadership. And my plan was to come into school and to be a principal. But I wanted to get a feel of what the education system was about. So I decided to join the JROTC program. And I joined the JROTC program at Carver High School. That was my first place that I was a JROTC instructor. I stayed there for about 6 months, and that was basically just to get a feel of the program. And then I was transferred to Mays High School, Benjamin E. Mays, and I stayed in Benjamin E. Mays for an additional 2 years. Then I moved over to Best Academy. I was asked to start a program there. So I started the program at Best Academy, and from Best Academy, I moved over here to Coretta. And I've been here ever since, and during that time, it's been about five and a half years. This will be my 6th year. Okay, JROTC stands for Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps. Okay, it's a program, again, that teaches students about leadership. Okay, the program was first started to groom officers for the military. Okay, they wanted to have a program where they can train young men and women. Actually, it was young men because the program had young men at first. Females weren't allowed to get in the program, so it was to train young men for the military. As the program went on, they incorporated females. Okay, and then as time went on, the program shifted a little bit, wherein the program is no longer to train officers or students for the military, it's to assist them in leadership and be a good citizen. And so that's what the program does now, teach students how to be good citizens. And they do it through leadership, and the JROTC instructors working in partnership with the teachers and all the other professionals inside the school. In the beginning of the year, students learn different drill movements. It's called drill and ceremony. They learn how to march, they learn how to call commands, and then as the year goes on, they learn how to perfect their commands. At the end of the year, they get a test, and what they do is they incorporate everything that they learn, and they have to march 3 students, and then they get evaluated on that. And the whole purpose of evaluating the cadets is because we have these same cadets work with the younger cadets, in which they actually teach the cadets how to march, because JROTC is a student-led program. I have several students who have actually left. Some of them joined the military, and I get calls from them letting me know how they did well in basic training and AIT, which is advanced individual training, and then they go on to their regular duty assignments. I also have some students that call me back and say that they went on to college. So it's a program, it's so rewarding because you see students come in, and sometimes they come in kind of raw, and later on through the years, you see them come back and they really succeed, and it really makes you feel good.
What happens in the classroom? What kinds of things do you go over?
Basically, in the classroom, we do go over drill and ceremony. We teach life skills. They do a lot of first aid. We also partner with some of the teachers, so we do teach them a little bit of history. We teach them history. We teach them citizenship. They'll learn values, military values. They learn, they do different physical fitness maps. We take them outside on Fridays, and they actually do physical fitness. They go around the track. They make physical fitness schedules for themselves and family, and it works for them.
I've asked all the teachers I've interviewed this, not in a negative way, but what are some of the challenges of this discipline? We
receive students at JROTC that's challenging, but we look at it as a challenge, because those are the students who sometimes people say, well, you know, they're going to have a rough time. Maybe they can't follow this path, or maybe they can't follow that path. But JROTC, we try to get them on the right path and find out what they're strong in, what they're good in, and what they like, and then we'll put them in that direction.
So, like everyone else, I've been to a basketball game, baseball game, or different things, and they do what's called a presentation of colors. Can you walk us through exactly what that means and what the purpose of that is to a lot of the people watching this, and we take it for granted? What should we know about that?
The presentation of colors, that is a very sacred ceremony for us. Whether you're in the military, in JROTC, and just as a citizen in the United States, it should be pretty sacred to you, because when you present colors for me and our JROTC program, you know, it's a lot of people that put their lives on the line for this country, and we want to show respect for our country. CSK is an awesome place for young girls. Outside of just the regular education that the young ladies receive, they get one-on-one attention here. The principal, she knows Miss McCrary Lakes, she knows every young girl in the school by name. The teachers here know every young girl here by name. And we try to reach past just academics with the children. We try to learn the parents. We try to learn their family life. We try to basically be role models for the young ladies here at CSK. And I know, you know, some schools do that, but we go the extra mile.
Left shoulder on. Present R, order R.
My passion in the classroom is to see young ladies come in one way and leave out another. I love to teach discipline. I love to teach leadership, because I think females should be leaders. And I think they should be strong leaders. So I enjoy teaching young ladies to be leaders. And then I go outside the box. Sometimes it's not about leadership, and sometimes it's not about just teaching them life skills. It's just teaching them who they are. Mm-hmm. And I enjoy that. And I think my background has assisted me in doing that.
I have to ask, do you raise the bar on the discipline? Because, you know, once they leave here, hey, you know, the world's not going to be so nice, so I got to be extra hard here. Do you find that's the case?
I think in JROTC, I do raise the bar. In JROTC, JROTC should be disciplined. This is the place where I believe discipline should be learned, discipline should be instilled here. And then also you have to remember, Coretta Scott King, you know, there's a leadership in that title, Coretta Scott King Young Women's Leadership Academy. So I take that leadership to a whole nother level. I want my girls to be really strong when they leave here, again, regardless wherever they go, whether it's in the military, it's the college, or a technical school, wherever they may go, I want them to be a leader. And I want people to say, hey, wow, Coretta Scott King produces leaders.
So just to be clear, we demystify the fact that the kids are learning leadership skills. Yes. That's the main takeaway they're getting from JROTC.
That's right? The main thing that they're getting from JROTC, leadership skills and good citizenship skills. So we want to fine-tune ours to make sure when our girls leave out here, they are good citizens and that they're productive citizens.
Any closing thoughts, anything I might have missed you'd like to add?
I just want to say that I really, really enjoy JROTC. I think this is where I am supposed to be. I enjoy my students. It's a joy to come to work every day and look in the young ladies' faces and know that I've made a difference.